Testing, testing, testing. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm back with another set of indie games. This week's been a quiet one. I got a few games I don't usually play, and they're not the games, probably not the ones that I'd play for a long period of time, but I figured we'll give them a try. The first game is a visual novel called Alex's Journey to the Grave. My audience aren't big on visual novels. I know it's one of those things that occasionally I get one that everybody likes, but I know it's a bit hit and miss because visual novels, I don't know how well they translate to streaming, but a few of them are really popular. This one is very different to the ones I usually read. I'm more into the action, whether it's a traditional anime isekai or, power fantasy or something like this. This is a bit more of a slice of life visual novel, and also it's very dark. So before we start, this game does have a lot of references to self-deletion, self-harm, all that sort of stuff. The characters in this novel are pretty damaged, emotionally, mentally, and I think that's maybe when I started reading it, I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did, but it's actually not too bad. It did keep me engaged, but yeah, if you're in a bit of a dark place, this is probably one you may want to approach with caution. But we're going to play a bit of the campaign. I've played about 2 hours of the demo, but I'm going to start again because you do need to kind of learn who the characters are and also their reasoning and how they meet and so forth. But yeah, definitely not something I'd normally play, but I found myself interested in it. The story was interesting, and the characters were definitely not your usual cardboard cutout characters. It is a very dark story though, so yeah, just be aware of that. But let's jump in. Now this is the demo of the game. My time is ticking away. Day after day, week after week, I keep putting it off. I can't find it in me to actually take action. I can't find it in me to leave my comfortable, secure little world in here. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'm starting to feel like tomorrow will never come. I opened my eyes to stare at the familiar dull ceiling above me, my head pounding away with a familiar dull headache. The ceiling blankly stares at me, solid and unmoving. So I'm awake. I have absolutely no idea what time it is, but I honestly couldn't care less. My mind's filled with turmoil, vague memories of foreboding, claustrophobic dream, and I want nothing to do with it. Or anything else for that matter, especially the rapidly increasing pain in my skull. The only real desire I have is to put this reality on hold again. In other words, to get back to sleep as soon as physically possible. I screw my eyes shut, trying my hardest to will away reality and embrace my lingering fatigue. Despite my best efforts, I can't ignore the pain any longer. I reluctantly sit up and reach for the pills on my desk, the icy indoor air biting at my exposed skin. After popping one into my mouth, I quickly pull myself back under the covers again. The heat of the blankets on my cool skin reminds me of something like a warm, loving embrace. The medication won't take effect for a while, but the comforting sensation alone is enough to renew some of my sleepiness. I close my eyes and relax, focusing my mind on it as best I can. The pain and turmoil eventually fade into the background noise of the darkness, just quiet enough to leave me some peace. Now, I know what you're thinking. I started reading this and I nearly quit because it does start, it's a bit of a slow burn story. It's very, very slow, but it gets more interesting. And I think one of the reasons why I like this so much is because the characters aren't cardboard cutouts. You know how you have your anime archetype, you know, power fantasy, or a character that's, really really morally upright, and then you've got a character who, the brooding anti-hero sort of archetype that you see in so many animes and manhwas. I mean, not that that's a bad thing. I mean, look at Solo Leveling. The character in Solo Leveling is very, very much one of those archetypes, but it's done very well. But what I'm saying is the characters here they're very broken, and they're very. It almost makes you want to see them, how they're going to succeed, or if they're even going to succeed, or succumb to the dark impulses. My phone buzzes loudly next to my head, forcing me back to reality. Groggily, I rub my eyes. I'm not sure how long I slept after waking up the first time, or even if I fell asleep again at all, but the throbbing pain inside my skull has at least subsided a bit. I turn to either phone sitting on my desk. I want to ignore it, but I can tell by the vibration the notification was a text message. I haven't received any for a while now, so I'm curious to see who sent it. Even if there's no way, I'll respond. I brave my arms out into the icy cold air again to pick up my phone and check who it is. So I don't know, maybe it's because it's Friday, my brain's just not working. It's from my old boss. To my surprise, a wave of disappointment washes over me. I don't understand what I have to be disappointed about. Was I hoping for it to be one of my friends? Is it a bit loud? Yeah, I'm gonna... I wonder if I can just change that. Let me just... That's a bit better. Okay. It's still quite loud. Let me just... That's a bit better. Okay. You weren't even going to reply to them anyway, so why get your hopes up? My disappointment flares into anger, directed at nobody but myself. Is your ego really that fragile? I had to be careful with Twitch and swearing. This is completely self-inflicted, which is weird because this game is dealing with some really dark subjects, so a bit of profanity probably really isn't that bad in comparison. But anyway, I sit up and take a deep breath, try my best to hold back against the anger rising within me. I'm gonna have to reboot my brain. The turbulence in my chest starts to calm as I close my eyes and focus on breathing. Inhale, exhale. Only manageable flits of anger remain when I eventually open my eyes again. I finally look down at my phone and unlock it to read the text. Hey Alex, I just wanted to make sure you're doing okay. I'm super curious about what you've been up to, so send some pics my way if you have any. Tell you what, there's not many bosses that are that wholesome. Some messages you get from your boss are anything but amicable. Not all of them, but more than a few. A sharp pang of guilt hits me as I read his words, a harsh reminder of exactly what I've been putting off. I quickly lock my phone and return it to its place on the desk, as if that would help me unsee the message. It's too cold in here. I lie down again, stuffing my arms back into the warm depths of my bedding once more. My body warms up again, but my mood remains sour. It isn't helped by the loud knock on my door just a few minutes later. Hey Alex, you awake in there? Says the roommate. Give me the landlord's number. It's too cold in here, man. There's no way I'm waking up to another day in this. Shit. What a pain in the ass. For a moment, I nearly feel annoyed. I'm not close enough with my roommates to have their numbers in my phone, but I quickly remember all the reasons I'm thankful for it. Yeah, I'm up. Give me a second. My voice comes out hoarse as I raise it to make myself heard through the door. My throat is out of practice. I finally reluctantly drag myself from under the blanket shielding me, and the cold quickly has me in goosebumps. Really is freezing in here. I was mostly addressing myself, but my roommate loudly pipes back at me through the door. It's already October, and he still hasn't turned on the heat. I hastily throw the clothes left draped over my chair and then grab my phone. I navigate to the landlord's number in my contacts before cracking open the door and thrusting it towards my roommate. Here, take a picture. He looks a bit startled with the sudden movement, but soon manages to get his phone out and takes a picture of the number. Thanks, man. I'll make sure to get the point across this time. Good luck with that. He just mumbles back to me and turns away to address his phone, pulling the door shut behind him. Silence falls over my room. I shiver as the cold seeps through my clothes. Just that little hint of a commotion between the text from my boss and the encounter with my roommates was almost enough for me to feel like I actually had something to do today. But that was it. There's absolutely nothing left. I'm just stuck in here for good. Alone, hungry, and cold. Even after scarfing down a small meal and crawling back into bed to keep warm, the emptiness inside me doesn't go away. Somehow the idea of getting up and going outside seems further away from me now than it ever has before. So this guy would be what they refer to in Japan as hikikomori. And that's a phenomenon where young people, driven by the challenges, especially with Japan's work culture, they just stop participating in society, and they just lock themselves up. And this can be for decades. And they'll just sit in their room on their computer. And this is coming from a guy who spends more time in front of the computer than he should, even by my standards. It's a lot of time. I still get out and do other stuff, but probably not as much as I should. But yeah, they're basically locked in their room 24 hours a day. I badly need an escape from my mind, but my usual online time wasters are doing absolutely nothing for me right now. I keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, paying no attention to whatever it is I'm looking at. For some reason, I can't shake this longing feeling I've been having since earlier today. A longing to be heard, to be seen, to be part of something. It eventually drives... See, this is what the story starts to, like the characters do. When you start playing it, the story is very slow and the character's very kind of melodramatic, I'm really sad. But if you stick with it, they actually do, as the two main characters kind of form this relationship, it starts to get a little bit more interesting. They're in a really bad situation, both of them mentally. And I honestly expected to read this book for like 2 minutes and then just like, no, I'm done. I'm out. Because, usually with me, with visual novels, you usually have to grab me within, like, the first 5 minutes with the premise. Otherwise, I'm done. Because visual novels, you have this... It's a time investment of, it can be sometimes 100 hours or more. I search for a conversation to join, a person to talk to, anything to help alleviate this feeling. Some of the rooms are still active, and a few of them are discussing topics that interest me. Even though I have things I want to say and ideas I want to contribute, I can't bring myself to engage with any of them. A pit of anxiety grows in my stomach as I read through the messages in each room. Even when they're just names on a screen, these are all real people. People with thoughts and emotions that get invested in the ones they spend their time with. People that might continue to think about me with pain in their hearts even long after I'm gone. That feels like such a stupid, self-centered thought, but... even though I know I could easily just keep my distance, and even though I know they'll probably never blame me for it, my fear of the pain it might cause is still too much for me to bear. So he's not directly talking about it, but he's starting to have those thoughts about exiting, and the way they approach it, I think in this is it's really. It's not like super emo and dark, like, oh, woe is me. Like, the character isn't an unlikable sod. And I think that's kind of the way they've done it's pretty good. Because usually when you have dark subjects like this, if it's done wrong, it can come off as really cringe. Hello. Okay. I'm way too much of a coward to do this in an active room. But I don't want to say unseen either, so there's a chance that someone will see this. There's a chance that someone might hear me and that they might understand. Understand how hopeless and alone I feel despite having no real reason to feel that way. And just how incredibly hard I've been trying to stay myself. I don't usually swear like that. I'll try not to for the rest of this. Even though my life has only changed for the better in the past few years, I keep feeling worse and worse every day I wake up. And further from all the people around me. I told myself it would be different. That a whole new world would open up for me, and I'd be free to experience life again. But even though the faces around me have changed, I still can't see them the way I used to before. I swore to myself that those I could trust. I would let in those I could trust, but now I'm incapable of finding that trust. At some point I realised I didn't understand them, and now I can't stop doubting them. As I doubt and doubt and doubt, I feel worse and worse because of it. The distrust that spreads even more. I keep gaining more secrets that I need to keep, and now I can't even trust my own family. I don't know why I've become like this. I can't handle it, but I can't do anything about it. It makes me feel helpless, like I'm drowning but I don't know how to swim. Like there's an evil dark mass constantly growing inside of me, feeding off my life force, constantly making me sick and eroding away my sanity. Like I'm completely and utterly alone in this world. I know I'm not really alone in reality or these feelings, but at this point, if I were to reach out to tell any of the people around me how I really feel, to genuinely ask them for help, no matter who I went to, it would all end up out in the open for all of society to see. In the eyes of society, I'm just another useless, broken person. That's some real shit right there. Oh, now, I did swear. Whoops. Nothing but a hindrance to the world. To be looked down upon with nothing but pity or disgust. To be caged, controlled, drugged up and experimented on for my own good. By our pathetic excuse for a mental health care system. I genuinely don't understand how the system could possibly help anyone being the way that it is. I used to think we lived in a golden age of medicine. But after I've seen how often regular doctors mess up, how little of them seem to care, how hard you have to fight for yourself just to get proper treatment, how am I supposed to trust psychologists who seem clueless in comparison? How am I supposed to fight so hard for myself when I have to lie to them, when I know they could lock me up any minute for just admitting the truth? They don't have a clue how the human brain really works. And they don't have a clue about how the drugs they prescribe work either. Oh, they affect chemicals in the brain, but how? I don't know. The only way for them to find the right one is through trial and error. That is true. And the list of side effects, I mean, luckily I don't need any medications like that, but I have family members who really struggle with this. So that's why when I was reading this, I was like, I could see the patterns. It actually... I don't know if the author themselves, I'm assuming the author themselves either has battled with mental illness and self-deletion, a lot of the other subjects are in this, or they have a family member, because they're obviously speaking from a bit of experience here. Unfortunately I don't have too much experience in this area personally, but it's definitely an interesting subject. They can force you to take them. Literally, physically force you. No, not if you're 18, they can't. I could go on forever. The whole system must be a thing that scares me the most about the way I feel. The thing that drives me the hardest to keep these feelings locked away within me as tightly as I can, in the deepest depths of my heart. If I really am drowning, I don't want the lifeguards to notice me. Spelling error there. Or maybe they're more than like the shark circling in the scent of blood. I feel proud of that one. It's not like I'm incapable of feeling positive emotions. In fact, I feel pretty positive, outgoing for most of my life, and I don't think that person ever really went anywhere, but that just makes how lonely I am even more painful for me. And blood, that's another source of fear. When I'm at my worst, when it truly starts to feel like there's nothing else to calm me, cutting... Whoa, okay, yeah. I missed that line. Cutting is the only thing that helps me feel sane. Feeling the stinging pain, seeing the blood seep out from within me and trickle down my skin, it makes me feel human again. Like I said, this person is deeply, deeply troubled. Like I'm getting a preview of how I should feel. A brief reprieve and a painful reminder of what could have been. It scares me. I could easily get caught. And it's self-indulgence of the worst kind. It's completely against my ideals. But I don't know if I could live without it anymore. The longer I try to abstain, the more I need it. The more my skin itches with desire for it. A shiver goes... This is back to Alex, the boy. The shiver goes down my spine and all across my skin as I catch up with the most recent message. Flora's typing status flips on and off with uncertainty as I sit in the daze, trying to come to terms with what I just read. The exact situation is different, but everything they wrote about the way they feel, it all reminds me of myself. The version of me who nearly ran out of hope 4 years ago, The thought fills me with an overwhelming sense of duty, washing away any anxiety I had left about sending messages of my own. Nobody else in the world is seeing this right now. No one else is listening. I need to be the one that's there for them, just like the one who was there for me. I finally break my silence. Flora. Their typing stops dead in its tracks, but for a few seconds I receive a single character message back. I understand. You're right. You aren't the only one who feels this way. And it's okay you do. I pause for a moment, see if Flora will type a response, but the typing never reappears. I really hope I didn't scare them away. I'm not a professional or anything. I don't have confidence in my ability to help. But I can relate to Flora, and that might be enough to relieve some of the loneliness they're feeling right now. I know how hopeless it feels, crushing dark emptiness, the lack of humanity that comes with being as lonely as you are now. I even know that feeling pain and seeing blood can help alleviate it, at least temporarily. Because it worked for me too. But I also know it's not the only thing that does. Can I tell you a story? This might end up turning into an incomprehensible ramble. I really hope I don't sound condescending. I hope Flora is still there. She says, okay. Okay, when I was younger, I lived in a house full of people who wanted nothing to do with each other, and went to a school full of people who wanted nothing to do with me. None of my human interactions contained any traces of love. A great recipe for loneliness, right? Well, I didn't realise at the time. I thought living that way was fairly normal. I had no good way to deal with it for a long time. I broke down often, full of anger and rage for the world that I didn't know where to direct. Until I directed it at myself with the edge of a knife, like I'd seen and heard of others doing before. At first it helped to calm me down, like I'm sure it does for you, but it lost its potency over time. I had to... even reading this the second time, it gets really dark. I had to cut more and more. I feel like I have to have like a PSA, like if anyone sees this and you're feeling the same way, please seek the relevant professionals. But sometimes reading something like this, if somebody's in that really dark place, I mean, I'm not, obviously, I'm nowhere near that point, but sometimes reading something like this can help you, make you feel better. A lot of games. I mean, for me, Dark Souls is people laugh, but Dark Souls is what makes me feel better when I'm feeling a bit crap. I play Dark Souls, I play Bloodborne or Souls game, and through the suffering and dying and kind of overcoming adversity, that's how I feel better. But this is obviously a very harmful way to work out your frustrations. And I have to applaud the developer for taking on a subject like this. Not many people will, because it's a very hard subject to take on in a responsible way. And for what it's worth, I think they've done a pretty good job here. It tore at my mind until I couldn't think straight anymore. Until the only thought I had left was to escape. So I tried to escape. I went out into the night and making my way to the top of a nearby cliff. I told you this gets dark. But I didn't end up finishing my journey alone. As I made my way up, I was joined by a cat. A very friendly cat. I stopped to give her a little pat at the bottom. Without me knowing, she followed me all the way up. She surprised me as I stood on the edge right before the end. And then doing that stupid little cat slink around my legs, rubbing herself all over me. Thanks to her, I'm still here. I spent the night up there, giving her all the cuddles in the world. At some point, she came to rest on top of my chest, and I laid back to look at the sky. A beautiful, moonless, starlit sky, and I felt human. After that, I would visit her at the top of the cliff every time I felt like I was going to break down. Her unconditional love and affection gave me small doses of humanity to stop cutting entirely. I eventually had to move away from that area, but I was finally able to make some friends in my new home. I think I told the story well, but I'm filled with anxiety. Flora never interjected a single time through the entire thing. Was this really what they needed to hear? Was it too long, too personal? Does it even relate to them at all? I have no idea. What was the moral of the story? That they should find a pet? Should I follow it with some kind of advice? Is that too much? Actually, there's one thing they mentioned that I really do think I should address. If I had to give some kind of advice, it would be to look for a source of humanity other than cutting. If you do have people that care about you, even if you can't trust them enough to tell them everything, I think you should probably still ask them for help. You don't have to reveal all your deepest secrets to feel their love. Just ask them for a hug, for some time together, whatever it is that you need. They'll probably be happy to oblige. I hope I'm right, that Flora still has some people that truly care about them. That they have someone who would gladly give them a hug. Otherwise, I'm just blundering. Just being a condescending idiot and making it worse. I would know that better than anyone. My heart beats with renewed anxiety when Flora typing status finally pops back up. I'm choking up right now. When you came in, it felt like I'd been caught doing something horrible, even though I thought I was prepared for it. But I really liked your story. Thank you so much for sharing it with me. I feel a lot better right now after hearing it. As for your advice, I think that was something I needed to hear. I've been growing further and further away from my parents ever since I started trying to hide this from them. But now, after hearing your story, it seems so anxious that I should be doing the exact opposite this entire time, even if I don't come clean with them. Yeah, it's really hard to hide stuff from your parents. I remember I got a tattoo because I'm a big Warhammer fan, and I have a Crux Terminatus on my arm for those Warhammer fans, and my mum didn't know I got it, and I remember when she saw it, she just yeah, it didn't end well. I don't regret it. I don't regret getting my Crux Terminatus, but the point of the story is it is hard to try and... it would be very hard to hide something like this from your parents for a long period of time. Especially if you're living at home with them. And I'd hope that they would see something like this so they can get you the help you need. Thank you again, Tombstone, honestly. It feels like I might be thinking this because I want it to be true. But I feel like I have a new path to follow now. This is the boy Alex. I feel like a massive weight has been lifted off my chest at Flora's response. I really did it. I really helped. I was the one that was there for someone. My life might have been had a bit of meaning after all. I'm glad I could help. Using my experience for something like this, it makes me feel like there was at least a bit of meaning to those times. Do you mind if I add you as a friend? I don't want to be a bother, but I really want to talk more with you in the future. You're the first person to ever relate to me like this. I'm sorry, I feel like I shouldn't have asked, but also like I'd regret it forever if I didn't. You can just pretend like I didn't ask that at all. The weight from before presses down on my chest. I made a mistake by sticking around this long already. There's no way I can do more than this. I can't become a person for them to rely on. But if I turn them down now, if I even hesitate to answer longer than this, what are the consequences? It would be the same as calling them a worthless, a broken person. It would confirm all their anxieties. I've fallen into a trap of my own creation. Sure, I don't mind. I slumped down on my bed, face first. Flora added me as a friend, said thanks again, and then went to sleep. I checked her profile. Now we're friends. I can see she's a girl about the same age as me and lives in the same city. The active chat room we're in is a local one for our area after all. Even though it's not on my profile, she probably already assumes I live here too. Even though I'm so scared of the risks, I want to talk to her more. I want to be there for her if she needs me again. I want to feel like my life has some kind of meaning. I could do this without getting too close to her, without becoming a friend, right? I set some rules for myself to avoid getting too close. I will not message her first. If she loses interest, perfect, I'm gone. I will not tell her my real name. She should know me as Tombstone. I will push her to find other friends. I can never be one of them. I will never meet her in person. That would be passing the point of no return. I feel stupid. It's too early. I don't have anything interesting to talk about beyond sharing my experience with her. There's no way we'd ever get close enough for any of this to be a problem. Another day of classes. Another day as the girl who's always alone. It's just another day of the same. So this is the other Alex, the girl, Alex. Thanks to the conversation I had yesterday, I feel a lot better than usual, and I want to keep it that way. Today I'm going to get some hugs. After getting home early, I break my usual habit of heading straight upstairs to my room and look for my parents instead. They'd usually be at work around this time, but just my luck, they both took the day off for some appointments. I find them sitting together in the dining room, both with a cup of coffee in their hands. They stop their conversation and look up at me as I walk in, seemingly surprised that I came to find them. Hey Alex, it's nice to see you in person for once. Seems like it's our lucky day getting a visit from our beautiful grown-up daughter. I live in the same house as them. They see me all the time. It makes it hard to talk to them when they act like this, but it's true that I really haven't spent much time with them as I should have. A mixture of guilt and embarrassment starts to sour my optimistic mood. Well, what's up? Or did you just feel like having some quality family time together? The sarcasm in her voice stings a bit, but I try not to let it get to me. Well, I just felt like I wanted a hug. Mum looks a bit surprised at my answer, but Dad just stands up with a big smile on his face. That we can do. Relief washes over me as he puts his arms out and I do the same, both of us coming in for the hug. I close my eyes as his body enshrouds mine. He's a lot bigger than me, but he's also surprisingly gentle compared to the smothering hugs I used to get from him as a kid. It's a nice fatherly hug and I feel assured of his love for me. Until he starts squeezing hard at the end. Hey, he lets go after I start struggling and hitting him with my hands around his sides. Ah. Well, it's almost a good hug. I turn to Mum, who stood up while Dad was hugging me. Come here. She pulls me into a hug that's much softer than the last. Now, when you're a man and you're hugging your kids, you got to hurt them a bit. It's like, that's how you show that you're a dad. Obviously, I'm joking. Like, it has to be uncomfortably tight. That's just how it's done. I close my eyes and enjoy the moment as she rubs my back. We're always there for you, okay, Alex? No matter how old you get, you can always let us know if anything is bothering you. I feel like I'm starting to melt away in her arms. It's the first time I've ever felt that from her. I guess it's just always been implied, but I don't know if I ever believed it. It's been so long since I started hiding my problems from them. So long since I put up this facade I'm always hiding behind. But now, for the first time since I built it, I find myself thinking about ripping it down. Imagining the feeling of relief nearly brings me to tears, but I don't think I'm ready. The thought of letting them inside my mind, even just a little more than usual, hits me with a wave after wave of anxiety. If I take down the facade, everything will come out. Things far worse than I could possibly imagine. What would they do if they found out about the cutting? Take away my freedom, search through all of my things, send me to the hospital. I could end up locked in a psych ward. It terrifies me. I don't trust them listening to me and respecting my wishes to not get the system involved. They would try to do whatever they think is best for me, regardless of what I say. And I don't want them to feel bad about it either. And that's a really good point. I think that she wants to get help, but she's scared that her parents are going to immediately get the authorities involved. And I also, from the parents' side, I get it. Like, when you're a parent, if you saw that and your child is suffering, of course, what is the best way to help this person? And you may even disregard their feelings, because you're like, this person is thinking about self-deletion. If I don't, if I don't act really, really, really strongly now, then they may not be here tomorrow. So, yeah. I don't want to shatter the image of myself that I've worked so incredibly hard to build. I don't want them to blame themselves for never seeing through it. So I'll keep up the facade, at least for now. But that doesn't stop me from coming to them for support, hugs or otherwise. I feel a bit better after getting my thoughts in order. Mum gives me a light squeeze before finally letting go, and I try my best to leave those thoughts behind me and put a smile on my face before they see me again. Love you, Alex. Love you too, Mum. Dad suddenly pulls both of us back in for one last hug. And I love the both of you. And I think the one thing about this is, without knowing more about her family, from the little we see, they're pretty close knit family. So she's not from, Section 8 housing, single mother, crime-ridden neighborhood. I'm just using a couple of examples of that may raise the chance of someone having these sort of thoughts. This family is pretty stable. So even in the most stable of families, you can have someone fall into these sort of thoughts. Sorry. And when I won't give too much away, but when you see the other Alex in the game, he's kind of, I suppose I'm not trying to compare their problems, but his situation, at least from what I've seen, is far worse, because it does involve, his parents not being as accommodating and loving as hers. If it's like this, I don't have anything to worry about. I'll become the version of myself that I show to them in no time. Thanks for the hugs, they really hit the spot. Come ask for them more often, I'll be ready. Only if you promise not to squeeze so hard. Alright, even if it's the fun part, I won't squeeze as hard next time. You have to as a dad, you gotta crush them a bit. Just a tiny bit, enough to make it uncomfortable. Then you know you've done it right. I make sure to come up with a reason to leave before my parents can start a new conversation. I have a ton of homework I had to get started on now. Alright then, but don't work too hard. Come down and eat dinner with us later. I'll be ready at the usual time. Okay, I will. I made my escape and acquire and mission Acquire Hugs was a success. It felt good to get some long overdue hugs from my parents, but there's still one more hug I want. A hug from someone who knows. Someone I can share the entire truth with, free from anxiety. Up until yesterday, I didn't have anyone like that in my life. But now I think I might. A boy the same age as me who lives nearby. I know not to take anything on the internet at face value, but I can't let this chance slip by. I need to find out if he's truly the person I think and I hope that he is. I smile at the thought as I open up a new chat window on my PC. Tombstone. I start to feel a bit crestfallen as he might not actually be around to talk with me. Hi, Flora. But to my delight, he messages me back almost immediately. I got hugs from my parents today. To be honest, I was already feeling a lot better after our talk yesterday, but I think the hugs also helped a lot as well. It was such a good reminder of how much they love me. I think I can start to rely on them a lot more from now on. You don't realise how much your parents can help you until they're not there anymore. Even if I don't share all my inner feelings with them. That's amazing. That's exactly what I was hoping for when I suggested it. Even after just 2 messages, the big difference in tone from last night's Tombstone Sorry, just coughing my guts up. Has already caught my interest. It makes sense given the difference in situation, but I'm suddenly more intrigued to find out what he's actually like. Whoa, a smiley. So you don't always type with perfect grammar, huh? Yeah, I switch it up depending on how serious I'm being, I guess. I felt like I needed to make myself perfectly clear yesterday, so I didn't cut any corners. It did feel a bit weird though, since your style is so much more casual. Sorry if it felt condescending or anything. It's okay. If anything, it made you seem more like the voice of reason. My typing may seem super casual, but I'm actually kindly weirdly particular about it. Like I always use for, I'm, I've, I'll, etc., but not with other words. Don't know why, it just bothers me too much not to. Also, I use a lot, but usually only 2, because it's more efficient. That's true actually. I wonder why ... isn't a real thing. Maybe because it feels too brief compared to 3 dots, so you'd just be better off using a comma instead. This is not going the way I wanted it to. I struggle to come up with a way to get back on track, and anxiety starts to creep through me as the chat goes quiet. I accidentally steered the conversation in the wrong direction already and now I'm lost. How do I steer it back? There's so many more things I want to ask. Sorry, I've read a ton of books, so I get lost thinking about that stuff. Is there something you wanted to ask me about? Did he just read my mind? No, I had a long pause there. It only takes basic social skills to read a situation like this. Even though he made it so easy, I can't come up with anything to ask him, so that doesn't seem too creepy or weird. This isn't coming to me easily like it used to. I'm way more out of practice than I thought. I get up from my chair and throw myself on the bed, pressing my face into a pillow to let out a shout of frustration. I just don't know. I don't know how to ask him anything. Even though I used to be so good at making friends, I hug the pillow tightly and roll onto my side to watch the computer screen, unmoving as it is. Is it because I never really done it online before? Or is it just because it's been so long? It's already been ages since the last message. I'd better at least say something. I get up and sit down at the computer, surprised to find Tombstone typing again. I guess she had to go AFK for a sec. But something cute from when you come back. I found a pic of the cat from back then. Look at her. That is a cute cat. I can't help but smile at the sight of the cat's wise, smug little face and feel the tension built up inside me start to relax. And Tombstone, whether intentionally or not, has given me the all clear to take some time to think. I lean back to take advantage of that time, and the rest of my frustration melts away when I eventually realise something. I'd already dropped my social defences from the beginning with Tombstone, so why did I bother putting them back up? He already knows my deepest secrets, so what is there to be afraid of? All I have to do is be true to myself like I always wanted to be. I put my hands back on the keyboard with purpose. She's so cute. Thanks for finding this. Also, sorry to be honest with you, I've actually been here the entire time. I got really worked up about trying to say the right thing here. But I realise now I was being a bit silly. I might have gotten too used to always hiding how I feel when I talk to people, always needing to figure out what emotions I'm supposed to be having. So I wanted to ask you things, somehow hiding the fact that I wanted to learn more about you, that I want to get closer to you. My cheeks flush hot red as I realised what I just typed. I mean that I want to become your friend. Not that something more would be completely impossible though. No, I shouldn't have added that. Even with this conclusion I came to earlier, I can't help but feel nervous. I wait with bated breath for Tombstone's reply. Oh come on, saying it like that is cheating. You almost made my heart skip a beat there. I can feel my face start to warm up again, not helped by another long pause before Tombstone finally sends his next message. Let's start a game then, to make it easy to ask each other some things. We get one question per day that the other person has to answer. What, just one question per day? Yeah, but how about the game only ends when we both miss a day? So we'll have to talk to each other at least once a day. It won't ever feel awkward to send the first message. That's a good idea. I feel almost giddy with excitement as I think about it. He came up with an idea like that all on his own. I'm not a bother after all. And I get to talk to him every day as long as I can keep it up. Okay, I'm in. What happens if only one of us misses a day? I guess I'll have to answer 2 questions. The whole thing is just in good faith anyway. Not much we can do if one of us decides to stop messaging. Fair enough. I still have a question for today though, right? Go ahead and ask away. Actually, there's one more thing. I won't tell you my real name unless we ever happen to meet in person. The surprise extra rule stings me a little, so there's still a barrier between us after all. But it's one I think I can knock down in the future, so I try not to dwell on it. In fact, it makes deciding my question a lot easier. Okay? In that case, do you live in the same city as me, the one the chat room was for? Wow, straight to doxing me, huh? But yeah, I do. Rules are rules. Yes, I knew it. Play it cool. My question feels a bit wasted now. That chat room made it too obvious. Okay, I'll ask something I have no idea the answer to then. Do you have any pets? If so, send pics. What, we can't add a stipulation like that? Yeah, I guess, but it can be optional. If you do have pets, you can just say yes and not give pics if you want. And no, I'm not sending you a picture of my house. Aw. Hey, also, you gonna answer? Oh yeah, we don't have any pets, sadly. We did have a dog when I was really young, but he died of old age when I was about 11. A big, friendly labradoodle called Norman. Not sure where I could find any pictures though, sorry. Rest in peace, Norman. He sounds like a very good boy. Yeah, I really miss him sometimes. My parents and I are too busy to get another pet now, sadly. I'd love to get a cat if I could. Me too, I can't have one where I live though. Someday. Time passes by at lightning speed as we chat, and I almost have a heart attack when I eventually glance over at the system clock on my computer. Oh, I have to go. I promised to eat with my parents today. Go eat, I'll be thinking up a better question for tomorrow. See ya. I quickly chose the close the chat window and make my way downstairs, a smile on my face. Our little question games quickly become a daily tradition for the both of us. Okay, for today's question, what do you do for a living? Oh, well, I see we've already figured out how to make the questions as broad as possible. I worked at a bookstore until recently, but now I'm living off savings and looking for something new. Yeah, with an answer like that, I feel like I need so many follow-up questions. Maybe it isn't the best idea to make the questions so broad. My strategy might not work so well then. I also didn't think about needing follow-up questions. Never mind, I can totally sneak in a few specifics in there. Oh no, don't go full lawyer on me. Here we go. Do you or your family speak any other languages than English? Or maybe this isn't set in Japan. It doesn't really say where it's set. I thought it was Japan. Haha, you aren't actually as smart as you seem, Tombstone. Damn it. I see it too. Question answered. See you tomorrow. No. Real answer, me and my dad only speak English, but my mum speaks Mandarin as well. She grew up here, but spoke it at home since her parents were from China. Okay, so it's not Japan. She's really rusty now since they passed away before I was born. Too bad you never got to meet them. My mum seems to think it's for the best. She didn't want them controlling my life like they did hers. I kind of wish she taught me Mandarin sometimes, but I think she just wanted to leave that part of her life behind her. Today we'll need to remember to avoid yes-no questions, right? Yep, I learnt my lesson yesterday. Okay, question time then. What are your hobbies? That's a good one. I think reading has been my biggest hobby. When I worked at the bookstore, I could basically read all day. I love getting lost in stories. In other words, a lot of my hobbies are kind of similar. Nerdier and harder to talk about with most people. Can relate. Anime, yep. This guy could just be me. Give or take a few years. Take a few years. Yes. Whoa, is that exciting? Yeah, it means you're like me. And I never had anyone to talk about that stuff with before. Even with people online. Yeah, honestly, I never figured out how to make friends online. It's super weird it's easy to make friends online as a girl. It's hard to make friends that aren't creeps online as a girl. It's super weird as a girl sometimes, and I didn't want to fake being a guy just to talk about anime. That's fair. But hey, we can talk about it as much as you want now. I definitely need your thoughts on some things. But ask your question for the day first. Okay, I'm just going to throw this one back at you then. What other hobbies do you have? Had to happen eventually, I guess. Other than anime and stuff, I guess art is the main one. My mum was a super good artist as well. I spent a lot of time drawing and painting with her as a kid. I used to be into art. I grew out of that after a while. After getting into weeb stuff, it was only a matter of time before I started using it to draw anime characters instead. Of course. Jeez. Even though I've already opened up to you, we just figured out we both like anime. I still feel like a bit anxious when I mention it. That's normal. I've yet to get over the same thing with people at IRL. It just happens when you spend so long trying to hide something to fit in. Yeah, often as soon you can see people's eyes. I know I get it at work too. You can see people's eyes glaze over when you're when you mention anime or video games. Like one of my higher ups, he started talking about Warhammer, and I was like, I could see he's really into it, and his eyes would light up. He'd bring out his miniatures, and I was just like, it's good when you can find other people those interests, and you don't feel like you have to hide it. It's only been 3 days since we've met. I feel more natural. It definitely feels more natural with time. Ask your question first today. I want to think about mine a little longer. And I don't want you to just reuse mine again. Okay. I did think of one today, but it might not be that interesting. Go for it. Alright. What was your furthest trip away from home? Good wording. Only slightly challenging. My furthest trip must be when we went to Costa Rica as a family. It was a resort town somewhere on the west coast. I was about 11 or 12. Just remember having fun getting bowled over by big waves and eating a ton of free ice cream from the resort. That sounds like a lot of fun. Sorry, I don't have much more to share. Also, I feel a bit nervous about my question now. I think learning something about how someone grew up is a good way to get to know them, but I've been a bit scared to ask stuff about that since I know your childhood wasn't the happiest. Don't worry about it, you're not going to dig up any forgotten trauma or anything. Remembering how far I've come feels pretty good. I'm glad to hear that. I think I came up with a question that should be a bit more neutral. What was your hometown like? Maybe broad questions do work. I have so much I need to answer for that one. The town itself is beautiful. It's an old mining town. A lot of the houses were constructed haphazardly around winding roads in the outskirts. And the whole thing is nestled in a big valley in the foothills, so you can get super amazing views from all sides. The people there are the disappointing part. Even though the place was big enough to become a city, they all act as they live in middle of nowhere Redneckville. It makes sense though. Since the mining industry died off while I was in middle school, and most of it the residents became dirt poor overnight. Anyone with a brain left as soon as they could, so the people left over were not exactly the best and brightest. So that's why you moved here. Eventually. Wait, we're doing follow-up questions? Oops, my bad. Wait. Should follow-ups be allowed? But just optional to answer. The rules are that we have one question, the other one has to answer each day. You answered my question about anime yesterday. Okay, you're right. I guess it's hard to have a conversation with only one question per day anyway. So what do you mean by eventually? Well, basically my mum didn't have much for a brain. She wasn't a miner, so she thought she'd keep her job. She wasn't smart enough to save up any money. When she realised she was going to lose her job, our house had lost all its value and we were basically trapped there. I worked at a gas station and somehow managed to keep my job since I was under 18. She started stealing the wages from my bank account. You would have helped out if she just asked. Probably not, I hated her. She never even told me she lost her job. I didn't know about it until I walked past her old empty office building. It wasn't even just my wages she stole, eventually it was everything. I'd been saving up to get away from her in the first place. I almost lost hope. Met the cat from my story, then finally wised up and asked my boss to pay me in cash instead. I hid it out in the woods, but it didn't stop my mum from ripping up all my stuff just looking for it. Then at 18 I left and never looked back. Damn. Tombstone. I really want to give you a hug right now. As days passed and our understanding of each other grows, the questions we ask grow bolder as well. It's too cold for October. Winter is December. Not here it isn't. Maybe your answer today can help warm me up at least. I think we've finally built up the courage to ask something I wanted to ask for a while. Uh-oh. It's hard to word this as not a yes-no question. I think I got it. What has your love life been like? Geez, you're expecting a heartwarming answer to that? Or even any answer at all? Oh, come on, you're like, no, I can't say that. Hey, but surely you've been in love before. No, what were you going to say? So that's your question for the day, is it? Sure. Well then. I was going to say that you're one of the sweetest and most emotionally aware people I've ever met. So I asked about your love life because I thought you might describe how someone special made you feel. And I thought maybe hearing it from you might help me learn to feel that way too. You can't say stuff this cute. I was just answering the question. Now you answer yours. Okay, I'll answer properly. Sorry, I left caps on. Truthfully, I had one girlfriend, but we were only together for a month. What happened? My biggest mistake was just not getting to know her first. For a guy, it seems like the obvious choice. If a pretty girl wants to go out with you, right? This does get a little boring for a while. I've gotten in a bit further. It does start to get back on the rails after this. They're just kind of getting to know each other. The girl asked me out, I accepted it. It turns out her personality didn't match mine at all. She wasn't interested in getting to know me. She just wanted to party, pay for her, and make her happy. Horizontal refreshments. Sounds like the right girl for some guys I know, but doesn't sound like the right one for you. How did you even meet a girl like that? It was through mutual friends. She probably complained about her last ex to them and they suggested me as an opposite type. She complained a lot of guys like him for cheating all the time, but that was probably her biggest reason to find something different. So, Chad and Tyrone. It sounds like right about for her type of guy. You, the quiet bookstore guy that would never abandon her. The desperate, beaten down bookstore nerd that would treat her like a queen and fulfill all of her whims is more like it. I think she thought of just having horizontal refreshment with a guy like that would be enough to keep him happy. And that he didn't go partying and drinking all the time because he didn't have a girl to do it with. If I know anything about girls like that, it's that she did at least find you attractive. They're usually too shallow to look past looks. Well, yeah, like a work in progress maybe. She really wanted me to start working out. Exercise, all the misery. Fair but uncalled for. Sorry, I don't exercise much either. So girlfriend was a bust, but surely you had a crush before. You felt special connection with someone from afar. I did a long time ago in middle school. There were definitely girls I thought were cute, but so long ago I'm not sure whether it was just physical attraction or something more emotional as well. I guess I don't have any love experience to share with you after all. Well, hey, at least we're in the same boat. Now, I'm going to leave it here because the story does go on for a while before it starts to progress, but I actually would play the full version of this. The story was interesting, and usually with me, when I look at a visual novel, it's got the 5-minute test. Out of all the games I play, probably visual novels are the ones I have the least. But ever since I played the couple of really good ones, like Heads Must Roll and Ved, there's some really good fantasy and sci-fi visual novels are actually pretty interesting, but usually these aren't the ones I go for because I'm not in... I don't mind if there's romance and stuff, but if it's the main focus of the story, I'm not on board for that. If it's part of a narrative, it's a small part of a major story, slice of life stuff, very occasionally will read, but it's not really my thing. But I think that just because they treated this a bit different and the subject matter was certainly very unique and a little bit dark, I thought I'd give it a try, and it was interesting. So we'll see. Maybe if they happen to send me the full version, I might read further into the novel. I know this isn't everyone's cup of tea, and I know that it's a bit of a depressing story, but it's an interesting one because usually my golden rule is I'll play any indie game where the developer's willing to do something that other people aren't. You know, if they're not following the status quo, generally my favourite games are the ones that are willing to skirt the edges, and maybe risk making a few people upset. And this one's definitely. We'll see. We'll see. I think that what they've done really well is they've handled an extremely sensitive topic with a lot of care. So you know, this may not be me, but the someone who may be in a similar situation may read this and you know get a bit of hope out of it. So, you know, and I'll certainly read it just to see what happens. Hopefully they do actually find each other and everything works out well. But when I saw the title of this, I thought, oh, this can end badly. But apparently, from what I've sussed out, I think there are multiple endings to the game, so it doesn't have to end bad. But we're going to move on to the next game. If a developer does get back to me, and I do happen to get my hands on the full version, we'll see. We'll see. But I am going to save the game. I don't know if we'll get time to return to this, but I probably will. Whether or not we don't, I probably will work my way through the rest of this demo just to see how the story ends. Okay, second game tonight is Dungeonfell. Now, this game, it came to me from a very small developer. They sent me some of the concept art for it, and it looked interesting. It looks similar to a game that me and Lukey were playing, called For the King, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try. I don't usually play these games, but I play a couple of deck builders, but I usually like more dark art styles. You know, the more kiddie, or I suppose kiddie is probably not the right word, but you know, this type of maybe like a chibi sort of art style, not really my thing. But I actually enjoyed this. It was a bit of fun. The only thing that I didn't like was is obviously a mobile game. It's a mobile port, which you'll see. And now, unfortunately, what has happened, I did have a run where I was up to level 10, but they've released several updates for the game, which has wiped my progress. So we're going to have to... I wonder if I kept... Nah, it's been wiped. I had some upgrades in here. I purchased a couple of these upgrades, but it's been wiped. They've obviously changed the skill tree too, but it's an early access game, so, you know, it is what it is. We'll oh, yeah, they've definitely got some new characters in here. There's some interesting one too. I wish I hadn't lost my money in the game. Oh no, no, it's okay. I didn't. I finished the first act. Okay. I thought I lost my saves because when I went into the game again, it started going. It dropped me into the tutorial again, and I'm like, oh no, I lost everything. I lost my money though. I had tons of money, and I had upgrades. Look, I got 0 cash. I definitely had scarabs. Oh, well. So I kept my progress, but I lost all my gish. Anyway. It is what it is. Well, I guess we might as well start with the first act, because I need to make some money, right? Okay, so it's a pretty standard turn-based strategy game. I wouldn't call it a deck builder per se, but it's very obvious that it is a mobile port. And I know, look, mobile port. Some people say it's a dirty word. Some of them work really well. And, I mean, this isn't too bad. It's just, yeah, I'm wary whenever I see a mobile port on PC. I'm immediately like, oh, how's this gonna go? Okay, let's start off with a group attack. Let me just that's a bit better. Let's get rid of you. Here we go. Okay, end your turn. Okay, we're actually gonna get hit, but I reckon we just end this. We just end this fight. End it now. They're pretty hurt. There we go. One down. Two down. Boom. Yeah, I lost all my money in scarabs. Ooh. Yeah, I think, I mean, defense isn't that useful, but we'll definitely upgrade that. Okay, can get scarabs, money, or that one. Now, again, very, very mobile style game. And again, like, it's not a dirty word, but I'm very wary with mobile games because, you know, they're pretty. Some can be pretty bad. I think we can agree. Ouch. Let's just end this fight. We got one enemy killed, another one virtually dead. So we can end this fight now. Ooh, I can use spell. I'll try that for my next battle. Be a bit of a waste now. These guys are done. Send them home to mama, boys. Scarabs and money, don't mind if I do. We are actually... Let's upgrade your attack. Okay. Now, obviously, this guy here's got to go because she's very, very nasty with the bow because she can use a area of effect attack. So, start doing some damage, shall we? Okay, let's finish this now. Okay, so this guy uses a heal attack. Oh my god. Dead in one go. Okay, we better end this fight quick, because I can't heal anymore. I haven't lost a character in any of my battles. Come on, finish him off. Okay. We got this one in the bag. Unless I pull out a major hat out of the bag, we got this. Just have to focus fire. Boom. Okay, you got a lot of defense. Oh dear. Okay, this enemy's pretty tough. I may have prioritized wrong. Hope we don't lose this fight. Okay, let's use thorns. Hopefully that'll make them deal some damage when they attack us. Now, you don't lose anyone when they die. They've got a lot of armor. Like, a ton of armor. Okay, Thorns Aura, if you hit me, you're gonna die. Yep. Whew. We earned a ton of money from that. Yeah, we will. Upgrade your armor. It's not like I can do anything else. Oh, nice. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah. That was a tough fight. We're gonna need some health. Well, I selected health. How did that work? Well, I guess I might be in some trouble here. Now, I've learnt I need to take on the skeletons. Yeah, but we're boned. I guess, start again. We've got some money, though. I wonder if I can use that. And put some more points on. Upgrades. Upgrades to... Oh, I can only upgrade me, can I? Or... Oh, that's right. I didn't... I went through the whole act and I didn't have enough money to upgrade any of my characters, even after completing the entire first act of the game. Like, the upgrades in this are crazy expensive. Like, thousands and thousands of gold. Anyway, I guess back again. Let's try not to die this time. Okay. I guess we can attempt this again. Earn ourselves a bit of money because Act 2 is brutal. You do have a bit of grinding in this game. Okay. Let's do this without the death, shall we? Now. we can... I know we're going to target the Scorpion. He's the worst enemy of the lot, so let's use an area attack. And then a regular attack. And then a shuriken. And then you're nearly dead. Because he has poison, so we definitely don't want to give him the opportunity to poison us. Now I am going to get attacked. So maybe... yeah. Thorns is the best option. Let's go for a flaming sword. There we go. Okay, you are going to attack next, so... oh, there we go. I should have used that. I can armor us up too. Nice. And that soaked up most of the damage. One down. Nearly all dead. Boomski. Small potatoes though. Okay, yep. I'm going to upgrade your damage. For shizzle. Attack the elites. I think this is how I died last time trying to fight the elite enemies, but it's all good. Okay, you're going to get the first attack, so we need to hurt you real bad. Okay. And defense, just in case they get a swing off on us. Okay, these guys are small potatoes. This will be an easy fight. I mean, in terms of a mobile port, it's actually not too bad. It's done well. I'm just saying. I've seen worse. Okay, better heal myself. You dead, son? You dead. I'm taking your money. They've definitely rebalanced the difficulty. It's a lot harder now. Defense. Actually, that might actually be good for him. He's very... although, I use that skill a lot. 50% more damage. You know, we've got to take that. That's crazy. Double the damage. Okay. Now, we don't carry over our health, so... I've got to be careful. This could end badly for me. Okay. And... flaming sword for you. Why can't I... I tried targeting someone else. Okay, we need to heal. Oh, okay, I should have gone for the archer. Anyway, let's get this done. See, it doesn't work. I'm clicking that guy there, but... Okay, let's get everyone armored. Thank God he's going for my warrior. Okay, let's get some thorns. Okay, I've nearly got everybody healed. You just gotta heal early, heal often, or you're in some trouble. Whoa, that skeleton, so much damage. I'm gonna end this fast. It's a lot of dough, though. We get a lot of bread from that. Oh, yeah, yeah, healing. We want heal. Upgrade that heal. Oh, 7 armor. That looks really good. Let's get that. I don't know if we're ready to fight another elite boss. Everyone's in pretty good shape. Well, let's... No, we'll play it safe. Hey, wait a minute. I know I hit the right one. I know I did. Okay, well, we've got to at least end this scorpion. Oh. Okay, let's get that health up. Yeah, this skeleton, he gotta go. He gotta go, son. Smash him. Ooh. That's what you get. You get wrecked. Now just wail on this guy until he's dead. That was actually a pretty good battle. I ended up coming out at the end with more health than I did going in. Nice. Ah, yeah. Damage. We want the damage. Give me all the damage, son. Now he's a healer. He's got to go first, so... Ow. Let's get on the heels straight away. Yes, you got no heals now. We got heals. You got no heals. Now you're getting wrecked. Thankfully, my armor's eating up most of the damage, so I'm just going to hit this guy as much as I can. Get some more armor for us here, Mr. Healer. Ouch. Okay, you got an area attack. Good to know. So do I. Okay. Whew. 900. Give me all that banays. Ooh, initiative accuracy. I'm gonna have to go for health for this guy. My healer's getting his world rocked all the time. Okay, again, healer, you're going first. Ouch, okay. Yeah, the healer's got to go straight away. Okay. We got you now, son. We got you now. Ooh. Luckily, my healer, he's keeping everybody in the game. He's got our game tight, son. Flaming Sword of Justice. He's gonna be tight. They're really badly hurt, so let's get some heals up in here. Yes! That's what I like to see. Oh, yes, and a healing potion. And we got our life back. Definitely worth it. Okay. Initiative accuracy. Okay, wizards max level. Let's go. Elite monsters have minus 20 HP. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go for that. That is fantastic artifact. That's a huge jump reduction in elite enemy health. I think we can do that. We're okay. We've been doing okay so far. I may regret this, but we're making bacon. Okay, you got to go first. So, area effect, Shadow Blade. they're gonna hit this guy. I can see. Yeah, he's gonna die. Can I? I don't get that. Why am I not able to put it on him? I have no idea. I selected him. Okay, we've got to armor everyone up. You die. And you die. Oh, okay. So this is, yeah, this is redirecting their attacks to me. Yeah, that's good to know. So let's use you and Thorn Zora for me. Thank God for that defense. I can't use that. I've got 2 action points. Guess I can't, okay. This is gonna hurt. They're armored up really heavy. I'm gonna have to try real hard to bust through that much defense. Okay. At least we're down to 1 now. I'll take damage. Tank the hits. You know what to do. Keep that. Ah, you idiot. Wrong person. Yeah, you nearly dead. Might as well let everybody heal. We're in this fight. Oh, 2 E's. The elite enemies are no joke. I'm making a ton of cash. Issue of an accuracy. Let's go with you. Okay, we're starting to get the hang of this now. Healer first, then everyone else. Unfortunately, I couldn't kill him in time. I've got some powerful abilities, though. My personal class, the player class, he's a savage. There we go. Odds just shifted back in my favour. We're taking some major damage. I'm going to have to break out the defense and the healing. That's it. Keep us all nice and tippy-top shape. Shadow Blade. Get him. Get him, son. Oh, I'm so close. Yeah, your damage is not outstripping my healing ability. You dead, boy. You dead. Oh, look at the funds, the money. We make it through this, we're going to get paid. Everyone's max level, I guess. 9 out of 10. We got to do this. Now I'm gonna tell you the some of the issues of this is it's just the gameplay is very repetitive. I mean, it's fun and all, but like once you played one act of this, you've kind of played them all. They all play out very similar. Now I'm not saying it's terrible. This is a game you play in small bites. Like I wouldn't sit here and play this for like 2 hours. I'd get sick of it. But it's one of those games you know you play it for half an hour in the lunch break or on your coffee break, and it's okay. There we go, and defend you. Ooh, okay, yeah, my warrior's taking some hits. Yeah, I think I'm just going to focus on defense. We're going to outlast these guys, which is going to be a bit of a problem, given how much damage they're doing. Like, look at this, bam! Straight, he just blew straight through the armor, straight through it like it was nothing. Actually, I'm not going to attract an attack to him because he's so badly hurt. This is starting to sting. We've got to end this, and we're going to end this now. Okay, you know what to do. Revenge time. Oh, so much money. They've rebalanced the game. So when I looked at how much money it costs to upgrade your character, I thought, oh, maybe something's up here. Oh, really? Nothing? Oh, I found a bug. Look at this. I can't. Oh, no. So, let me explain what's happened here. I have, after each battle, you get an item, and it's locked. Like, I can't select an item to confirm. And it appears that's a game-breaking bug, so that's the end of our run. I can't do anything. It's gone. So the developers may want to know this little bug because it's a nasty one. Basically, there is a chance that when you have, and it looks like the Mask of Vitality is the item that's causing it, this item's broken and it prevents you from being able to confirm. So that's the end. That's as much as I can play the game because it's frozen up on me. What a shame. But at least it's a good bug for the developer. I wanted to show you a bit more of the game, but I can't because of this bug. I will contact the developer after this, but it appears this is actually not the first time this has happened. That's why I thought, oh, maybe it's a once-off. I'll jump in and play the game again. This actually happened on my last run, and I just assumed the game had frozen, but I realise now there are certain items that when they come up in the loot table, you can't see. I can't do nothing. So completely locked. I can't escape. Escape. Menu. No. So that's actually that's done. Game breaking bug right there. I will have a chat to the developer about this, because as I said, this is the second time it's happened to me. At least I have a name of the artifact. I can't remember if it was the Mask of Vitality last time. But this is exactly, I got through Act 1 and then I got two levels deep into Act 2, and this happens. And at the time I wrote it off as a once-off, but it appears this is actually something that is happening. It's a game-breaking bug. So at the moment I can't recommend this until they fix it. So I'm going to have a chat to the developer. But for now, yeah, I mean, you can play the game, but you have a chance of this happening, and when it does, you're going to have to leave. I mean, I'm curious. I'm gonna exit the game. If I've lost all my gold, I'm going to have to force... this is actually frozen. So, no joke, it's completely locked up. I can't actually exit. I'm going to have to force quit the game. Yep, I got fatal error. Let's go back in, because if I've lost everything, I'm not going to be happy. This may be why I lost my money last time. I'm curious if I've lost everything, this is game breaking. Well, even more so. Let's go upgrades. Yep. So I've lost virtually all my money. I had about 4,000 or 5,000 gold. It's all gone. So not only is it a game breaking bug, you will actually lose. One, you'll lose all your progress. You'll lose all your money. So unfortunately, because of that horrible bug, I can't recommend this right now. Unfortunately, it completely erases your progress. All of the money and upgrades that you've saved up are all gone when that bug happens, and you are completely at the mercy of the loot table. If you get that particular one of those particular items that you can't accept, it will lock the game, and then that's it. You have to force quit. So, yeah, we'll see. I'll have a chat to the developer. I can't recommend this at the moment because that bug is quite severe. And it's unavoidable. You're going to hit it sooner or later. I've hit it twice. So that's a bit of a shame. I mean, despite being a bit of a mobile port, this was a fun game to play on your lunch break or in a coffee break. So hopefully the dev will get back to me, and then maybe I can revisit this and we'll see if the verdict changes. But on to the final game. I'm earning my money as a software tester today. Not that I'm being paid for this. Okay, so the last game comes from my friends at Gamer Sky Publishing. It is another demo. Unfortunately, they're not really sending me. They only send demos out, so I can only really show you demos from them. But this one is pretty fun because it's a mix of a tower defense and a deck builder, and I like the artwork style. And I like the simplicity of the game. It kind of feels like a RPG, deck builder, real-time strategy game, it's a mishmash of different genres, but it's really simplified. Like the gameplay loop is like super simple, and it's a really casual sort of game. Maybe not as casual as the last game, but it's certainly a lot of fun. I'd absolutely play the full version of this. So who knows? We might be able to, but let's go in and have a look. Now, as you can see, I've done a few runs here. My Viceroy is level 22, so I've done about I think about 10 runs. And now that sounds like a lot, but a run's not long. It's probably like an hour, so we'll get a run in, depending on how successful you are, because there is a bit of RNG involved in this game too. So you will occasionally get a nice long run in, and then sometimes you just get stomped at the start. So let's Oh, okay. Merlin is locked, unfortunately, in the demo. Now, I do have some talent points. As you can see, I've been outfitting them. Ooh, extra. Some good stuff here. Defense. Oh, that one's... Oh, no. Okay, not enough points. That'll do. Now, don't let the kitty graphics fool you. This game's hard as nails. Now, everything plays out like a card in a deck. Drop your town centre. We're going to put it about here. I reckon here's a good spot. Boom. Trees drop in. We can see that we're going to get attacked from these directions. So I'm going to talk to my friend Steve-O. And he's going to give me a starter deck, which we open. Okay. Now, what we're going to want to do is block this entrance, and that's going to force the enemies to go the long way. Then we're going to want a barracks to recruit soldiers and some houses. And we want some trees, so I'm going to drop a logging camp here and one here. And, oh, probably should have put them closer together. But that's okay. I will drop this here for now. And there's a farm. Boom. Okay, I've got some more logging camps. Boom. And some houses. More logging. Savage. Look at all that. All those resources. And I can, these gathering sites will up my yield as well for farms. Some of the buildings work for, you've got basically your resource producing buildings, and then you've got your booster buildings. So these produce wood. These boost the output of whatever buildings they're adjacent to. These are your houses for your population, for more workers, and combat buildings, barracks and towers. And of course farms. And then we're going to get attacked. Get in there, boys. You know what has to be done? And come back this way. It's boogaloo time, baby. Okay, walls are effective protection. Okay, that's just telling you how to exploit enemy pathing. Okay, or we want walls. Yes. Beautiful. So now they're going to go the other way. And that's what we want. Okay. I'm going to leave a gap for farmland because we can put other buildings in there that's going to help. Actually, we'll put it there for now. Good. And logging camps. Okay, so now the king is going to send us quests. Let's go for a development pack. We're not going to be doing a lot of fighting right now. We need to stabilize our economy. Oh, hey, Tuttle, how you going, man? I haven't forgotten about Microtopia, man. We got I know you asked about that. I had a couple of other games to cover this week, but it's been a pretty quiet week, so I think we may get some time to revisit some games over the next few weeks. But generally, every week, developers send me games to stream, and usually I am struggling to keep up. But there's a couple of times a year when things kind of slow down a little bit, and it's usually around February. I meant to catch you in the Discord, but let me know if you're the boys are on for tomorrow night to play a bit of Barrel Trauma. So we're gonna do another Barrel Trauma run, if you're down. I'll talk to you more in the Discord, but yeah, same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow. Oh, this is gonna be nasty. Oh, I'm gonna need. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna play some Barrel Trauma because I don't know about you, but I had fun in that run. We usually struggle a bit because we can't get enough people. So we've got you, me, Kel, Lukey, and one other person. We'll have like a crew of 5. So we may even get enough people to use a bigger ship. Who knows? Yeah, bit of a quiet one tonight. Like I said, not really much going on in the world of indie games. Hold the line, boys. Hold the line. I haven't played Microtopia, but I have got a review copy of Tripwire's new game, which I've been thoroughly enjoying, actually. The developers are the same guys that did one of my favourite Souls-likes, Blasphemous. So, yeah, it's good. Ooh, HP potions, yes. That's definitely going to help. Yeah, I love me some Souls games. I don't get too many these days. Ooh. Range units, range +1, attack 3. Oh. Yeah, we gotta get that. Okay, there we go. More logging camps. And gathering site here. Here we go. There we go. We're getting plenty. We're getting paid, son. Yeah, how you been, man? What you been doing apart from playing Microtopia? Okay, we got a bit of a camp. So basically, you have to try and keep your. Oh no, I was just asking what you've been up to, what games you've been playing, mate. We've got a bit of a camp here. We've got our wood collection to the north, housing districts, barracks, and main tower, and the farmland, and of course our defensive walls at the front. We're gonna be ready for the boogaloo. Come on, boys. You know what has to happen? Oh, we can get him right out of the portal. Get wrecked. That's a bit dirty. Those tactics, they're a bit dirty. We're not playing fair. Okay, let's stand back and let the towers have their way. I'm not sure what WBC is, sorry. Yeah, I haven't been doing a lot of gaming. I played the games in this stream a little bit. Haven't had time to do much else this week. WBC like Warcraft. Oh, what's going on here? Don't tell me we got another crash. Oh no, the game's crashed. What is it tonight? Why are all my games crashing? It's crashed. I clicked the chest and it's completely crashed. This has never happened. I've done 10 runs of this game. What the hell? Yeah. It's completely locked up. Alright, give me 1 sec. I'll start it again. Hopefully this isn't a regular occurrence. It's just not my night today. Yeah, it's the last game had the same thing too. Oh, okay, I can at least start where I left off. That's good. Still though, that's a bit annoying. I lost my upgrade too. Did me dirty. They did me dirty. Let's go get him as I get out of the portal. That's what you get, boys. I ain't playing fair. Oh, look at this. They don't even get out of the portal. We're just killing them as I get it. Oh, that's... Yeah, this is some dirty fighting, this is. This isn't even remotely fair. They're not even getting any hits in. I'm just like, as soon as they turn up, whack. It's like the guy's waiting on the other side of the portal with he's just got his sword sticking out and the guy just walks straight into it. Oh, we're starting to get hurt a bit. Okay, now, the game crashed last time I selected this. Let's see if it does it again. It does too. The chest is bugged. The chest is bugged. That metal chest, that's what's doing it. What's the odds of having 2 game-breaking bugs in 2 games in a row? Gamer Sky. I'm gonna have a chat to the developer. That's bad, man. I'm going to have to... Hold up. I'm going to force quit again. Just not my night tonight. One thing... I'm going to start a new level. New run. Let's see if we get it again. That's brutal. Well, we've got it on stream, though. One more try. If I get it again, I'm going to have to call it because there's not much I can do if the game's bugged out. It is what it is. That's a bit of a shame because I like this game. I was having fun with the demo. And I didn't actually experience this before now. Okay. Hey, that's a bit rough, man. 2 bugs in a row. What's the odds? No more money. That's all we got. That's all she wrote. No kish. Get in there, boys. It's boogaloo time. That's a shame. That was a good run too. Okay, now will the game crash when I open the chest? Let's find out. No. So it's just the grey chests that do it. Oh, this looks good. I don't have warriors though. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go with this. We're gonna need some warriors up in here. Okay, we'll take all these. Yeah, that's a bit rough, man. That's one hell of a bug. Okay, let's get a gathering site to help with the... Let's do that. That's rough. That's rough. Because there's nothing I can do. Like, you have to open the chest to finish the level. You got no choice, so it's game breaking. Man, I spend a whole day working away trying to find bugs, and then I'm like going to sit down and play a game, and then I find more bugs. Just my luck, eh? On a Friday night. It is what it is. Yep. Let's get these guys down here. They're coming in for a boogaloo. I don't have any defenses this way, so... Warriors, you know what to do. Okay, let them get a bit closer, and then we can rely on the towers. I want the towers to be doing a bit of damage. That's it. You know what to do. Make them pay. Yeah, it's a bit rough, man. It's the odds of finding that many bugs. Oh, it's a gold chest. We're good. As long as they're gold, we're all right. Burn accumulation, or and all ranged units. There's some good upgrades here, but this upgrades every single ranged unit by 1, and they get an extra 3 to attack. We're gonna get that. Hell yeah! There's some farmland, some housing, more logging. And more farms. Hell yeah. Oh, yep, and we can... Now we've blocked off that way. They can only come one way. Oh, we get fertile farms? Oh, yeah, we're gonna... I want fertile farms. Oh, very nice. Thank you. Okay, we need... oh, there we go. Because this is going to give extra food. So if we put this here... Do you see why I left the gap now? Now every single house here will get that bonus. Boom. I was thinking ahead. Thinking ahead, son. Put one of those there as well. And some farms. And more logging camps. Boom. Getting paid, son. Okay. Ooh, and now we can get a mill. Oh, I wish I'd have... Oh, can we move that? Can I move it? Move. Okay, and there. It's going to cost money. Oh, that cost me so... Now I can't build the mill because I'm broke. Damn. Yeah, okay. That is what it is. I'll put another gathering site here and that will get all these 3 buildings earning some money. Still though, this many bugs in one stream, it's not common. I always find at least a couple, but... And they were both game breaking. I just hope I don't come across it again because it'll end our run if I do. Because there's no way around it. You have to open the chest to continue. So I've got no choice. If that's broken, then we pretty much can't play the game. But I've done so many runs. This is the first time I've come across it. It's a regression. Obviously, there's been... the last update they done must have done it. Because there was only one type of chest in the game. They must have just added that. But it's broken. This is not fair. I'm just standing at the portal killing them as they walk through. Is this ethical? Probably not. But when is war ever ethical? Oh, this is it. Now, this is the bug. Pay attention. This bug, if I open this and it crashes the game, then we've 110% this is it. It's working. Okay. Well, I had it happen 2 times in a row. 3rd time's a charm, I guess. Okay. I mean, I'm glad the game didn't crash, but still. I'm perplexed as to what happened. Let's do that. And I can put farmland around this and get... a fertility bonus. Nice. And we can put a gathering site in here. There we go. Okay, oh, another development pack. Don't mind if I do. A Geneva Convention doesn't exist in this game. Well, I'm glad because I am most certainly ignoring it. I'm probably ignoring several rules of war that we should be following. But it is what it is. Okay, oh, a caravan's here, so I can do a bit of trading. Oh, I want that. Can I buy it? Yes. Now I've got Oh, the game crashed. I had an update for the soldiers, but I lost it when the game crashed on me. Ah. Oh, well. Heavy guards. I want that, but that's going to be so expensive. That's going to hurt me. Now let's just chill and wait. I want those warriors though. Give me the warriors. Warriors come out to play. Okay, that's probably a bit of an old reference. Most people won't get that reference from the Warriors. That's a good movie. It was a good game too on the Xbox. The Warriors. Get in there, boys. Get those archers. Bust them up. Hey, stop wrecking my farms. Get him. Yeah, they yearn for the mines. I didn't understand the reference until Bobble said it the other day. I'm like, I don't get it. He's like, haven't you seen that new Minecraft trailer? He's like, it's terrible. The movie looks awful. Like Jack Black's in it. And they got this old fat dude with a beard. They've just put like a blue shirt on him. I am Steve. I'm like, oh my god. That's one of the few instances where I would have said a animated movie would have worked better than a live action movie. But you know you're doing really bad when I see YouTube videos of Minecraft that look better than the live action movie. Like the animation that it looks like it was done by a kid in Photoshop. Yeah, it's phoned in. Like, of all the people to have as Steve, like, why Jack Black? This like old dude, like, oh, he's out of shape. He's like what, pushing 60 years old. Like, I can't. And even like Jason Momoa, he kind of looks like he's lost. He doesn't know what he's doing in it. I think there's certain actors, they just put in everything. They just like throw him in everything, and I roll my eyes every time I see him. They just like, what's the guy? They put him in everything. Pedro Pascal. He's in he's in The Last of Us. He's in he's not the best actor. I don't know. Not people disagree with me, but they just throw him in everything. Even stuff that like makes no sense for him to be in it. It's like, oh yeah, well, he was in The Mandalorian. We just put him in everything. The only exclusion to that rule is Chuck Norris. If you have Chuck Norris, obviously you have to put him in everything. I mean, what's your alternative? Okay, let's add maximum support. We got some cards, nice. Longbows, yes, please. Thank you. I know it looked like something out of a creepypasta. Like Bobbles is obsessed with Minecraft. Like he loves it. Everything Minecraft he's into. Bobbles he went the first thing he got when he got my old computer. He's like, Dad, I need a computer. He got my old computer. First thing, I'm like, it's not the best computer. Granted, it doesn't have like my new computer. I can play whatever I want. But I'm like, you can play anything you want, like you anything like other than the very latest of games. And he's got my Steam library. He can play anything out of my Steam library. He's got a family account, and he's like, I want to play Minecraft, Dad. I'm like, okay, you can play anything you want. Yeah, I want to play Minecraft, Dad. Come on, man. You're killing me. No, I didn't understand why I liked Minecraft so much, but it was one of those games I started playing it. I'm like, this is stupid. And then like an hour later, this is stupid. 4 hours later, oh, this game is stupid. And then 8 hours later, I'm like, oh, damn it. And when did I start liking this game? It snuck up on me really like sneakily. Okay, farmland. There we go. Longbowman. I got him back though. I got him back. Because I got him into 7 days to die. Now he's hooked on that. And then I was playing Fallout the other day and he's like, "What's this game?" And I went into VATS and I just like blew this raider's head off with a shotgun, just like the dome, like the top of his head went flying slow motion, and he's just like, "Oh, what's this game?" And he's like, now he's obsessed with Fallout. He's playing, and he's like, "Have you got the Fallout game?" And I'm like, "What do you mean the Fallout game?" "Oh, I've got the whole collection. Even 76. Don't judge me." But yeah, he's playing through them all. He's getting there, slowly working his way through them. There's some mines, farmland. We're gonna get some monies up in here. The monies, looking good, looking good. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, but I know the new Minecraft movie. I'm just like, I'm with you, man. We're probably going to see it just to laugh at it. Because it looks really cringe. Like, super cringe. It's almost like... It's almost like a bunch of executives... just like got together and they're like, "Okay, we've got it's like they had a checkbox, like they were just checking boxes, and they're like, "Okay, it needs to be CG. Oh, it needs to have Jack Black in it. So somehow we're gonna figure out how to get him in the movie. We're gonna have Jack Black in it because of course we do. And we need to have Jason Momoa in it." Oh, man, there's some good stuff here. This one looks good. Slowing down enemies passing a busted building. That's going to buy me a bit of time. Yeah, it is like they got a bunch of people in a boardroom and they were just ticking boxes. Like, it's not like I'm not an expert when it comes to the game, right? I finished it. Me and Bubbles finished it. We beat the Ender Dragon and we did all that. But there's so many YouTube channels and books and comics. We played the Minecraft game, the other one, Minecraft Dungeons. We played that. There's like Choose Your Own Adventures. There's so much stuff that they could have used and they just ignored all of it. It's weird. Ooh. Let's exploit some gold. What the king doesn't know won't hurt him. Oh, nice. We'll take that. Can't use any of these yet. Yes, you can tell that the problem with video game movies too is if I was a Hollywood producer, I'd be really, really careful. Because think of how many video game movie adaptations have worked. I can count them on one hand. Like, they almost universally are crap. Okay, boys, get ready to boogaloo. None shall pass. I swear there's probably some Minecraft YouTube movies that are better than that. We're in some trouble here. This might be the end of our run. Now, you are meant to fail, of course. Yeah, Pixels wasn't too bad. I get PTSD whenever I open one of these chests thinking the game's going to crash. It seems to at least be working, thank God. Ore Crusher Factory. Oh yeah, we need this. Oh yeah. Yeah. Ore Crusher. No? Oh, I need to... Okay, alright. I need to move these. Let's move it. Yeah, let's move this over here. And move this over here. That's better. Okay. Encounter a battle this term. A chest. Yeah, okay. We'll handle the bandits. We've done okay so far. Yeah, Pixels isn't too big. Isn't too good. Bad. I'm trying to think of decent like video game adaptations. The only really good ones I can think of are TV shows. Like if I mean, obviously, in my opinion, Castlevania is the Castlevania series, not including Nocturne, was the best video game TV show in my humble opinion. Like that's like peak TV. It was brilliant. It depends. Like there's the Resident Evil animated, not the live action ones. They were terrible, but the Resident Evil animated movies were pretty good. Oh yeah, of course, Uwe Boll. Don't forget all the Uwe Boll movies. Is that how it say? Uwe Boll? Uwe Boll? I always get his name wrong. Those horrendous straight to video game movies. He did Far Cry. It was awful. There was a Payday series. Now you're going to send me more details on that. I used to play a lot of Payday. That actually sounds pretty interesting. I unironically would watch that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're getting we got some good supplies here. Come get some. Oh my God! Look how many. Oh man, we're in some trouble. That looks nasty. That looks nasty. Oh no. Oh no. This is not good. Look how many guys. Have I got anything else I can use? I've got nothing else. Oh, and they're hitting the other side too. Oh dear. Yeah, we're not getting out of this one. We're getting smoked. We're getting smoked. Ooh. I'll literally, I've got nothing else. I've thrown everything I've got at them. They're rolling over the top of me. Oh, okay. I'll check them out. Thanks, man. I can't believe I haven't heard of it before now. Yeah, I think we lost this. We definitely lost this. I don't know how we're not dead. Oh, there we go. Got level up though. Got another skill point. Well, we'll do one more run because obviously I finished the last game early because of the bug, and then I'll call it a night. I got a bit of time up my sleeve, so. Ooh, not enough points. I guess I don't have them. I need more points to be able to. I can do that. There we go. Actually, I want. Yeah, that'll do. There is a bit of roguelike in this because as you die and you level up, you get points, which increases the health of your buildings, health of your units. So you're meant to die a few times to get through this, and this is only the demo, so we'll do one more run. We'll see how we go. Age of Empires. Yeah, I've got Age of Empires too. I haven't played it for donkey's years though. I think Cal's got it as well. I haven't got Age of Empires 3. I mean, I'd be down to play it sometime. The only thing about this game is that in the demo, this isn't procedurally generated. It's the same map every time. Okay, let's get the farms going. Houses going. We got this we got this down by now. Yeah, we'll have to play sometime. I'm kind of limited by what games other people have. So unfortunately, Lukey's computer's kind of busted. So I really wanted to play Project Zomboid 7 Days to Die. His computer won't run any of those anymore, so we can't play them anymore. At least not for the foreseeable future until he gets his computer upgraded. I usually play with Kel from time to time, but due to the only reason we don't hang out more is because of the time difference. It's brutal on him. He gets up in the middle of the night to hang out with me, which I really appreciate. It's super cool of him to do it, but I've also try and be mindful of his time. Okay, there we go. Actually, I can put gathering site here. Yeah, Cal's over in the States, so he's like that. That's why when we play, he's a bit kind of groggy when he first gets up, because he gets up at our Lukey's a bit closer to time to me. Yeah, I think he's like a couple of hours behind. Only problem is during the week, usually when I'm going to bed is usually when he's kind of around to play overnight, so we often miss each other, just like I do with Kel. Oh, farmland. Oh yeah, more bread. That's just going to mean bigger population. That's a no-brainer. Okay. Well, that's sealed off one area. And we'll look in camp over here. Yeah, we try and hang out, man, but it's just kind of, It's a bit hard when everybody's in different time zones. That's why, like, I'd love to hang out with Kel more often, but just because of the time difference, it's brutal on him. Him getting up early in the morning too. I try and keep things as convenient for him as I can. Okay, I'll put that here. I think. Yeah. We're getting the hang of it now. Yeah, I'll let the boys know you're down tomorrow. We're gonna play some Barra Trauma. I'm looking forward to that. We actually did pretty good with the four of us. We were having a lot better progress than it was just because I think with 3 people you really need another person to, because I'm driving the ship and then I'm kind of having to leave the ship and then like run around and leave my post because there's just not enough of us to go around. And I think like 4 seems to be that magic number where it's just right. Oh, tavern. Yep, we want that. So I'm going to put that here. I'm going to put that there. Actually there. Boom. And gathering site here. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. Building up, building up. Okay, we got a good. Ooh, workshops gain ability every turn. For every gold produced. Every turn they get gold +1 for every gold produced. And that kind of sounds really handy. Let's use that one. I might be wrong. I hope that was a good skill. It sounds good. Yeah, kind of like I used to have a lot of time to play games. I just don't anymore, unfortunately. I usually scrub my Friday night because that's when I'm streaming, when I can actually dedicate a couple of hours to whatever it is I'm playing. But during the week, I just, unfortunately don't have the time to play as much as I would like. It is what it is. Okay, let's get some more farms. More houses. Gathering sites. Oh, I don't have anything else to use for it. Yeah, we'll have to compare games sometime. Have you got 7 Days to Die total? Because that and Project Zomboid are probably my 2 favorite games. I play them the most. Oh, you got Zomboid. Nice. Okay. I bet you're excited for Build 42. I know I am. When that goes co-op, I'm going to get right back into it. I've had a bit of a break from Project Zomboid. I haven't played it in so long. It's been long enough where I'm just like, yeah, okay. I know. I want to be able to like see all the new weapons you can get. So that's one of the things that annoyed me about Project Zomboid was that you had. I'm glad I'm not getting this bug with the chest freeze in the game anymore, which is great. Oh, furnace. Oh, you're all kind of good. Go blacksmith. We'll put one here. Yeah, I like the weapon crafting in the game. It looks really cool. I can't wait to try it out. We're gonna have to get it like a GoFundMe for Lukey's computer for when the new game comes out. Because I've been waiting for that game for so long. I feel for him too, because like I've been holding off upgrading my PC for ages. But I had to because Bobbles needed the computer, so I'm like, oh, I guess I'm going to have to pull the trigger on it now. He's got my old computer, so he's been playing. He found the wonder of Steam family sharing, so he's just been busting through all my old games. Ooh, okay. Extra discounts, okay. We'll take that. Yeah, I'm so down to play Project Zomboid. I can't wait. It's gonna be so awesome. I think I better get some extra combat units if I can. This next fight's gonna be rough. Oh, can I get some archers? All guards gain ability reduce 75%. Oh, that looks really good. 75% range damage. Because I was getting smashed by range damage, yeah. Taking that. Hell yeah. Oh, guards. Yeah, I need more soldiers. Give me the guards. Ballistas? Oh, yes, please. How much is that? Can I afford it? No, I can't. I don't have enough people. I don't have the people. I need the people. Oh, I can regen. Oh, this looks really handy. A medical tent. We've got to buy that. And we're going to be fighting, like, mainly fighting here is where I do the fighting. So let's put the medical tent here. Oh, I've got not enough people. Damn. Okay. That's okay. I need medical abilities more. Okay, let's go. See this medical tent goes. I'm gonna fight around the tent. Oh, that's good. Look at the health gain. Definitely worth it. We can fight a little bit and then back up and get some. Oh, yeah, this is working real good. Look at this, we're stomping them. It's because they're all archers and I got that reduced ranged attack damage. Let's back up a bit. Let this guy's heal in the med tent. Oh, this was a good. I did. Yeah, no, I got it. I got it, man. How you going? I was saying we're hanging out for the build 42 for Project Zomboid. I hope you can get your computer running before then, or by then, so we can play. Ooh, there's some good stuff here. Take heavy guard. There we go. Pack. Oh, no, I was just saying we're hanging out to... We're hanging out to play it. Now we're starting to make a bit of money here. I can probably put one here. Actually, I probably can move this. Let's move this one. And let's put this... Oh, yeah. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. That's what we like. No, it's not out yet. Oh, trust me, if it was, I'd be playing it right now. I tried to get Mr. Bobbles into it, but again, it was like he lost interest. Tonight's just been one bug after another one, though, so... 2 of the 3 games I played had some bugs in them. At least we're kind of on a roll now. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean that. Yeah, oh no, I'm watching the developer notes on that. I cannot wait until they finally get the release on that game. I mean, even Build 41, I still play it from time to time. Me and Bobbles are playing it together, but I think the whole permadeath thing put him off. Like, I turned the difficulty down for him, but I think the whole, you know, if you get bit, you die. Oh yeah, I think we're boned. I think this is the end. Look at this, I just rolled right over the top of my army. I think this is where we got up to last time and I got smoked. Damn. I mean, it is a roguelike, you're supposed to lose. So, it still hurts though. It still hurts. Damn. My barracks is getting razed. My town hall's getting just stomped. I don't have anything. Oh, I don't have anything done. Oh, I don't know how we're doing it, but somehow we're doing it. Somehow these guys are fighting back. Come on, boys. You can do... Oh, my... If we do this, this is going to be amazing. We're in overtime now. Come on, boys. Yes! I don't know how we did it. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. Yeehaw. Ooh, coziness. Okay, we'll take that. Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't get those unless you buy them. And the price for them and upkeep for them is so crazy high. That's why there's a bit of RNG involved. You can see here. Oh, I got a priest. Regen HP, or I think I can afford it. Oh, we need the heavy guard. Yeah, we got to get the heavy guards. Yeah. I can get both. Okay, I'm broke. I am completely broke, but we got our army. And I've got a healer. Yeehaw, boys. Yeehaw. It's on. It's on. Okay. I'll get some guards too. Oh, I'm so... Yeah. I'll hang on to... I'll keep that card up my sleeve for now. I think we've got a pretty good army going. Okay, what else we got? Gathering sites. Oh, we'll get some houses up in here. Oh, I don't have the money. Okay. Yeah, because I spent all my money. Guess I'm going to have to do that. Don't have a choice. Can't give him the money. Yeah, you'll have to tell me how the how that game goes, man. The World War Z. I haven't heard anything bad, so I guess that's like usually like I had a look and I was like, oh, I think it's going to be terrible, but I might be wrong. It might be okay. You never know. If you guys have been playing and enjoying it, I'd give it a crack. Okay, let's add a workshop here. And another logging camp. Can I add one here? Yes, I can. And can I add another workshop over? I can. There you go. That's what we like to see, boys. Getting paid. Got the gathering sites. I'll put one over here. Okay, now we got some big guards. We got some big chunky boys now. Although I think I will keep the priest at the back. You just relax over here, mate. Oh my god, look at him just barrel through them. This is crazy. Look at this, they're just stomping. Okay, the regular guards are kind of struggling a little bit, but the big boys... Okay, Mr. Priest, you might want to back up a bit. Those guards, they're still in there, the heavy boys. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it. Get in there, boys. You know what to do. Hurt him good. If you want to do a full squad, turn off the bot options. Okay. Okay, so it's kind of like Left 4 Dead, in a way. I have heard a few people compare it to Left 4 Dead. Not in a bad way, like in a good way. In the battle pack. Get the battle pack, baby. Heavy guards. Axe throwers. Ooh. He looks nasty. Okay, I think axe thrower. Actually, I'm gonna go with guards. We need these big boys. Because it's all about buying time until your units can heal. So the more heavy units we've got, the longer the fight's gonna last, which is gonna tip things in my favor. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Oh, spike traps. Yes, please. Take one of those. And mines. Hell yeah. Let's get some monies. I wonder if this stacks. Let's see. It stacks. Yes. Okay, we're going to get more of these buildings. Yeehaw. Okay, more spike traps, baby. Okay, flame tower. Oh, that looks really good. Or a furnace. I think we're gonna have to go with the furnace. Let's go here. Oh yeah, every building on the map gets a bonus. Good choice, you know. We made the right choice. We made the right choice. Hey, don't you guys leave the party. Get in there, Mr. Priest. Start your healing. That's right. All I can see is enemies flying everywhere, so we're doing some damage. Okay, go back and get some health. Get some health. Patch yourselves up, boys. Patch yourselves up. It's Boogaloo time again. You know what to do. Make them bleed. Oh my god, look at this. That is a lot of bad guys. Let's back up to the tower. Back up to the healing tent. That's it. Not one step back for the Emperor. Wrong game. Do you know what I mean? It's okay, boys. Hold the line. Hold the line. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Damn. Okay, we did it. We did it. I don't know how you're gonna survive the next round, but there. Let's do quick retreat, because the faster they retreat, the faster they can get their health back. 8 soldiers. Oof. Extra XP. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, no, I can't send my soldiers out. I don't have enough. Oh, okay. 4 soldiers. Guess them. Okay. Oh, well, I guess I'd better hire some more people. Since I had to send some of my soldiers out, I wasn't going to lose the King's favour. It is what it is. More furnaces. And more houses. We need more people. Oh, this is looking pretty sad. That is a very sad little army. Let's add some guards. Oh, archers, yes. I don't have archers. Okay, and a logging camp. I don't know how we're going to go, because half our army is off doing that mission for the king. I mean, I hired all the units I could. Yeah, I'll give it a try. I think we already decided on Barotrauma, but that we might there might be one that we'll play when we're off stream. Give it a try and see if it's a good fit. Okay, the Vikings seem to be holding their own. Not too bad, not too bad. Keep going, boys. Uh-oh. Oh, I underestimated how many of those death cows or whatever they are. You might be in a bit of trouble here. Yeah, we're in a bit of trouble. Boys, they're attacking the main building. Get in there. Come on. Can't let that happen. Do something, we're gonna die. Throw those axes faster. These fights are getting closer and closer. Oh, nice. Spiked walls. Okay, yeah, we'll take that. The shizzle. Okay, am I going to get my men back from the king? Because I can't recruit any more people. I don't have any more population. I can't get in. I don't have any more houses. I can't build any. Did the king just take those soldiers permanently? He's just like, no, they're my soldiers now. I think he did. What a mongrel. I need those guys. They're my boys. Okay, we're getting a wooden house up in here. Thatch house. Okay, that got me some units. Okay. Okay, we need more mines. As you so well put it, Tuttle, they yearn for the mines. Well, I haven't got them back yet, I don't think. Oh, no, yeah, I do. Okay. I did. That's okay. It was just such a big fight, even with all those units, I was getting stomped. Okay. Even with this gigantic army, I'm still struggling. Okay, boys, back to the tents. Use the healing. Here we go. Look at all those level ups. So your individual units do level up. Back up a bit, get some health. Back in there again. Ooh, I don't like this. I do not like this. I think we may be in some trouble here. That is a lot of units. Yeah, they've streamed past my units. There's so many. Oh dear. Game over. Alright, well, I am going to leave it at that. A bit of a shorter stream tonight, but yeah, I mean, look, 2 of the 3 games had a few bugs. I will have a chat to Gamersky about this one. Thankfully, we only encountered those 2 times and it never came back again, but still, it is worth noting because it is a game-breaking bug. So, yeah. In terms of games, so this one's really fun. Once they fix those issues, I'd definitely play the full version. But yeah, to the boys, we'll have to have a chat about what we're going to do after Barrow Trauma, because yeah, we'll have to get what the rotation of games is going to, and we're also going to have to figure out what will run on Lukey's computer, because we're limited by that as well. So yeah, we might have a chat about that tomorrow. But yeah, I'll catch you boys then.